fresh idea is taking root behind the gates of the United Nations in New York, bringing new life to the landscape in the form of a food garden officially opened in collaboration with Nelson Mandela Day. Staff member Rabia and her daughter Sandos are volunteers at the United Nations Food Garden.
I was very much inspired by Nelson Mandela, who advocated so much for gardening, and he fought for gardening at the rooftop of the prison where he was at. He was a great supporter of small-scale urban farming. That's something that really inspired me and touched my heart. The garden was actually the idea of the founder, Arif Khan, and in collaboration with a local architect, William Gates, who is very talented, and he has created this wonderful, durable raised beds.
The land was not being used as sustainably as it could be. But what a great example that we could set for the rest of the world if here in the heart of Midtown Manhattan, New York City, if we can make an effort to use land more sustainably, to show good stewardship of land and good use of resources.
This was the idea of bringing all different nationalities together to plant and to be close to the elements, the earth, the sun, the soil. Unfortunately, some of these fell off because it was so windy.
As the youngest volunteer, I'm proud that we grew edible plants in the United Nations headquarters. Before we started this amazing project, not one edible plant, nut, or fruit was grown. We have grown mint, basil, eggplants, tomatoes. We have also grown shiitake mushrooms on logs.
The food that we're producing in this garden right now is going in some parts to the UNICEF cafeteria, butter beans. We are hoping to include a lot of the produce in the daily menu of the cafeteria so that we can actually really realize the idea of growing locally and using it locally, and then using the waste from the cafeteria to produce compost that will go back into the garden.
It has been a wonderful experience for all of us and a learning experience. We've learned so much from this, and I'm very much grateful, especially that my daughter and I are involved with this project.